Cavecast, the uncensored show for nerds of all kinds.
This song is hard for me in a lot of ways. Are You Really Okay? The reason why is I've never talked about this online, but there was a time where I did plan on taking my own life. I was in the situation I was in. I was not living here. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
And I remember being in that situation and just thinking to myself, like, I've asked that question so many times to the person I was with at that time, and it was thrown into my face so many times where it's like, stop asking me or whatever, like, or it's just like, oh, I'm fine. You know, it's like, but then other people would come around and then the truth would come out about how they really were.
Sure.
I didn't like this song at first because of that question, because I never got a genuine answer. And to think about somebody that gives a shit, they give a shit enough to ask if you're really okay. And knowing that the possibility that this is Vessel's mom asking him, like, it's like, honey, are you okay? I've seen everything that's happened to you. Like, I've heard that's what this is. The perspective is that we don't have the perspective of Sleep or Vessel at this point. It's just his mom just being like, honey, are you okay? It's really tough, dude. And especially when you look at, I raised you in the dark, and he says, when I was born, there were no street lights.
Right.
I caught you reading by the sunrise. You wandered from the path through the silence of the hillside. Of that, I saw you go off the path. I know you're lost. And don't you know I could see it in you even then? And don't you know I was trying to hold back the darkness of that? It's like I was just trying to make it easier for you. Mom has said those things to me before.
Okay, sure.
And it was just, again, I did not attempt. I didn't, like, nothing like that happened, but it was just the emotion.
Sure.
Of feeling like that. And somebody that would care enough at that time that knew my situation. Like, dude, the song, it affects me a lot, dude. It's one of the reasons why I connected with Rage so much when I watched his reaction to it, you know, and this one's just intense, dude. Like, there's so much love.
I don't really listen to this one a whole lot.
Yeah.
I don't really listen to this one a whole lot. It's, and maybe it's subconsciously for that reason. You know, there is, I mean, I get it, man, where you have both sides of the coin of, are you really okay? And like you were saying, like, you know, the person you were with or whatever, or the situation and how they would react. And then there's also the side of, like you said, like at you as the person. Well, of course you lie. Everybody lies. You doing all right? Yeah, man, I'm doing good.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'm good. You know, it's so there's two sides to that as well, I think. But I think that there is something to be said with just like I said, I don't listen to it a whole lot.
Yeah.
And it's just the fact of, like, maybe it's because of some of this down here. Now, I never did. I could never do that. But you woke me up one night dripping crimson on the carpet. I saw in your eyes cutting deeper than scars could run.
Dude, it's straight from Tomb.
So
yeah.
When I do remember that's where I remember, I was like, because I think I've seen, there's like 3 on his arm that look just like very straight and very like not accidental almost. Now, maybe that was just makeup like being smeared. I don't know, but I thought I've seen a picture before. So you're right in the fact of who knows, maybe he did something, regretted it, and went to her room.
Yeah.
And was like, I fucked up.
Like, Mom, I need help.
I need help.
Yeah.
But the fact of everybody asking, you doing okay? Are you really okay? I'm okay. But the fact of this is, are you really okay?
Yeah.
This isn't, how you doing, man? You good?
It's like, that's the moment of I'm calm. I have eye contact. I have your attention.
Yeah.
You need to be honest with me.
Right.
Yeah.
This I think that the fact of how it's actually worded is, I think, key, because I don't know why, but it's the fact that if it was just, are you okay?
Yeah.
Or, how you doing? Or something like that, it wouldn't have the same thing, because this is it's like we've said before, like, I would like to meet MGK. No, I don't want to. How's Coulson?
Yeah, right. It's like, once
How
we
are
sit down
you?
and have a beer and talk, where it's like, no, like, Coulson, how you doing, man? You doing all
Exactly.
right?
Like, I don't mean like that sounded funny, guys, but like the person behind that, or this and that, the are you really okay?
Yeah.
Put the fake smile down. You're behind closed doors. So I'm your mom, or I'm your friend, or whatever. Tell me. Because if somebody else isn't listening, i.e. the person you're trying to be with, or the whatever,
Yeah.
you have no outlet. Your only outlet is to probably argue and
toxic.
and be toxic.
Well, I think that this is the other thing with this is that his mom, again, I'm just gonna go with it easy. It's just an easy way for sake of argument to get through the song, but I think that it's like she's very much like Ellie, where she's like, she has a bullshit detector.
Sure.
Where she's just like, that whole thing of like, I don't believe you when you tell me that you're fine. And I think it's that tough part of where it's like I want to help you, but I don't know how. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong that like I can't help you, or that, this and this. But dude, like, we've been deep in the trenches together for a while. And I think that it's one of those where it's like, I don't think that we ever got caught up in the idea of like, well, no, I need to make my brother's life better. But it was like, no, man, just let me make everything, like, let me make this moment better for you.
Right.
And but that desperate, just, like a mother's love, where it's just like, no, it's like, it's that idea of like, no, I can fix this. I can't fix it. This is broken. Oh my God, I'm devastated. I need to help him. I can't. Lord help me. Like, it's like, that's all I have left anymore, and this one is just, dude, like, it ends with that plea where it's like, she doesn't say, don't go back to her. All she says is, please just don't hurt yourself again.
Because that can be taken very literal with the fact of, I can't fix your wounds this time. Because that also can mean, I see, again, two different things in my opinion with the, you came to me dripping crimson red. Well, like, yeah, that's actually literal, but also maybe just as a wounded soul as well. So that going back to the end here too, where it's like, physically, please don't hurt yourself again. But yes, please don't hurt yourself again and go back.
Yeah, it's not worth, as we said, like, she's not worth it.
She's not worth it, man.
Yeah.
So, okay, yeah, like that I knew that was going to be a hard one. I had some things that we would have veered completely off of Sleep Tokens, so I will save that for maybe another day.
Yeah, we have plenty of Sleep Token that we're going to talk about, as even in Arcadia, which, people have asked, like, like, when's it happening? And it's like, guys, let us react to it.
Yeah.
Let us chew on it for a while. Then when we're ready, we will give you our breakdown.
You guys are going to have to wait a hot minute for that.
So we have had almost a year and a half to 2 years to take in Sleep Token, or however long the time.
We're not going to get a podcast out to you on May 11th.
No. If we did, it's like, we're full of shit and don't trust anything we say. So.